For as long as she can remember, Beryl Uko's father was her greatest supporter, her fiercest protector.
The first role model in my life was my father because of who he is. Yeah, he's better experienced than explained.
Be yourself, respect everybody around you, but don't let people step on you.
Beryl's father, Walter, saw potential in his daughter right away. And because he knew what she could become, he instilled resilience and self-respect, lessons that would lead her to become a lawyer, change the law in Kenya, and influence its president. This is her story. Walter always believed in nurturing her potential. If she showed talent, he made sure she had the tools to develop it.
And once he realized that I was good at basketball, he put in effort to build up that skill. So when he gave me and my brother an opportunity to say what we wanted to be in future, we wrote what we wanted in a placard, and I wrote I wanted to be a lawyer. And I think that was where his laser focus went in.
But becoming a lawyer would test her resilience in ways she never imagined. 7 long, hard years of law school, years of questioning if she was good enough. And then came the bar exam, 5 attempts, each one more painful than the last.
It was a heartbreaking experience, and it was 5 times of a heartbreak. But I went through it. And that's the only way. You just have to go through it.
In the midst of these heartbreaks, Beryl searched for meaning and a different way to make an impact. She found it in Students for Liberty.
And it was an acceptance of international impact or global impact. And it changed my whole psyche. It's like a good self-esteem boost.
For the first time, she wasn't just fighting for herself. She was part of something bigger. SFL gave her confidence, a platform, and a community that believed in her. As she grew into this new version of herself, she took the bar exam one last time. She passed. And with that, everything changed.
And I don't know, honestly, for me, I don't think I would have the career I have right now if it would not have been for Students for Liberty. It has jump-started my career in public speaking, in repertorying, and in my legal career. And that's where I am right now. Yeah.
As a lawyer, Beryl dedicated herself to working with nonprofits. And soon she would take on a fight that would change the future of these organizations in Kenya. Across the country, nonprofits provide services the government does not, like healthcare and education, to communities in need. But for years, a critical law meant to support these organizations, the Public Benefits Organization Act, was stuck in bureaucratic red tape. And then one day, opportunity came knocking. The United Nations was holding a conference in Kenya, bringing together government officials, civil leaders, and international organizations. One of the key topics? Nonprofit regulations.
And it was time, for a shift. It was time for regulations to change and legislations. And so if the whole United Nations is coming here and we have influential people who are going to sit and hear the grievances, then this was the perfect time to go and talk about it. The non-profit organizations and civil society organizations, they have been probably in a hamster wheel for so long, more than a decade.
The Public Benefits Organization Act could benefit thousands of nonprofit organizations. So the question on Beryl's mind was, why are you sitting on it? Why is it still on the shelf?
And I did a report about it. And in the next day, in the UN conference where our president, William Ruto, was the attendee, and he heard what the report said and the plights, And in 3 days, he made a declaration. Yeah, and the act was made operational in 3 days. So I'm proud of that.
It took a single report, a push in just the right place for the president to act. 3 days to undo 10 years of gridlock. And it happened because Beryl refused to let the government's complacency define the future of Kenya.
In a time when I was very confused and I didn't know exactly what I need to do, and then joining SFL, and then understanding that I'm good at a certain skill, I'm good at report writing, and the first report that I wrote ever was for SFL. The networks, the relatability, the community that is there in SFL is much more than money can count, And that's for me, that's why I want people to join, because the spaces I have joined, or the places I have stepped on, or the stages would never have happened if it was not for SFL.
Beryl spent years breaking barriers. She reshaped the law, changed lives, and found her voice. And now her father, for 30 years her guiding force, was moving abroad.
This is me and my father, and I think this photo is the first photo to solidify the fact that my father has always been a present figure in my life. But seasons change and things change, and we have to adapt to the changes, And so I'm very happy for the opportunity that they get to experience. So it's new changes, it's new seasons, and I'm embracing it day by day.
Now that I'm leaving, she does not have to always look over her shoulders. She just has to be herself and do whatever she wants to do and move on with life like that.
Her family's going to be, thousands of miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Is she ready for that?
She's ready. When she moved out of home, I didn't push her out. She's the one who came and said, "Daddy, I want to go and stay on my own." And I encouraged her to do so and told her that, in an African proverb, a tree does not grow better under the shade of another tree. Now that I'm a big tree, she cannot grow bigger under my shade. So if she wants to grow bigger, she has to go and have her own shade. And that's what she did. So she's still prepared, even before this happened, to live on her own.
Beryl's tree of influence is blossoming in Kenya, and you can help us plant more all over the world. Support the growth and empowerment of future leaders by donating to Students for Liberty today.